Hey natural lifestyle seekers, it's Jennifer Gilman here, and today I'm going to show you 5 tips of creating a healthy and positive office environment at home. My name is Jennifer Gilman and my company is called the Herbal Cabinet. If this is your first time on my show, thanks for stopping by. I am a full-time holistic health coach and I work with my clients through coaching, classes, and products. This channel is all about living a natural lifestyle. So today we're diving into 5 tips for really creating a kick-ass home office, right? It is, so many people are working from home right now, and I think this is going to be something that continues to a big extent. Guess what? I have worked from home since 1998. It was something I was in my old career before I became an herbalist and started the Herbal Cabinet, which is, I guess about 8 years ago now that I started the Herbal Cabinet. And I was in the hospitality industry and I wanted to work from home. And I was just like seeking a home office environment. And it was really new then. Like people were like, what? Why would you want to work from home? And then those who were on the fence of like, yeah, they wanted to work from home, it was really hard to encourage the employer to say yes. So when I got this position, I never went back to an office again. I loved it. I just thrived. But very quickly, I realized I had to put some things in place. So I've gotten to be a real master at this, all right? And I'm going to share with you my 5 tips. And I hope that even if you take one of these and put them in place, they're going to make you more productive and happier. I swear. It's going to be wonderful for you. So begin with one thing and then you can always work to other things. Now, in the comments below, the question of the day is to share like what's working for you. Many of you are working from home and things are working. We are a community, so I'd love for you to share in the comments below what's working so that others can glean really insight from you as well, all right? If you don't see the comments or the description, you're not in the YouTube app. So make sure you're watching this in the YouTube app and then you'll be able to see all of the show notes and be able to comment, okay? So the 5 things. The first thing is designating a spot. Designate a place in your home that's going to work for you, preferably with a door, all right? Especially if you've got young kids, it's really difficult if you don't have a door, all right? If you have older kids or no kids, then that's a little bit easier. And then you might want, if there's anyone else living in the home, you might want to actually have just a little sign on that door that actually says, do not disturb me, or yes, you can come in. Because you're creating that communication with your family or whoever you're living with of like when it's okay to actually come in the door and just really disrupt you. And there are those times that it is okay. And there are other times that it just isn't okay. So creating that sign would be really good. So find a place that's a little quieter that, it's going to work for you. All right. Make sure you set office hours. That's the other part of really designating a spot is creating office hours that you're going to go into your space and then you're going to leave your space when it's over, okay? So set those hours in your day. Trust me, you will be so glad you did this. Initially, and especially when I started the Herbal Cabinet, I was like working a lot again, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I need to set office hours. Once I did, you guys, I felt so much better and I just really try to stick with those office hours. There will always be something that might come up, but you really want to try to stick with them, all right? Then take breaks often. So I found what works for me is when I have an alarm in another room, okay? So my office is kind of near the kitchen area. So I actually set an alarm on my microwave or the stove area when I need to make sure I get up and take a break. That way I get up physically to turn it off. Don't set it on your phone because the phone's at your desk. And what do? Snooze or turn it off. And then before you know it, 2 hours later, you're like, oh, did the alarm go off? I don't even remember. All right. So set it in another room. And that way you have to get up to go turn it off. By the time you do that, you're like, oh yeah, I need to have a little bit of a break and stretch and move and things like that. All right. The second thing, try out minimalism. All right. Minimalism in your office space is really good. Have the things that you love around you. You see my books, very important to me. I love learning. I love being able to grab a book to reference. If I'm like, oh yeah, you're looking for this, I grab the book. I know exactly where it is, right? I know it's in this book. So I love my books. I need my books near me. I also need my oils, okay? Look, lots of oils. And I always have a diffuser going on that you can't see. It's in another part of the room here. But I need some organization as well. I need a clear area. And that's really important. So minimalism, you're able to be more productive. The more cluttered it is, scattered mind, you're going to need a lot of focusing oils, all right? So when you're looking at minimally decorating your office and keeping it simple, think about that, because a cluttered space equals a cluttered mind, and you won't be able to get a lot done. And when you're able to get a lot done in a short period of time, then that's fantastic. You have even better quality of life. So there's 2 oils I want to mention that really help with that, and it's In Tune. In Tune is an essential oil blend meant for focus. It's wonderful. Now I will warn you, sometimes people don't like the fragrance of this, of the smell of these essential oils that are in there. Vetiver is one of them, and it's pretty strong. But no surprise, when it comes to focus and concentration, we need some work. We need some strong oils. We got to pull out the big guns here. So what you can do if you want, if it's a little too strong, go ahead and put it on the bottom of your feet so it's absorbing into the bloodstream and working. That way it's not near your nose, it's on the bottom of your feet. But if you like the smell like I do, then go ahead and just put that in the palm of your hands, okay, before you start to sit down to focus on a task. I always have this at my desk. It is a must. I need it here. It works well. It works within about 3 to 5 minutes for me. I rub my hands together, and then I take a few long, deep breaths. I close my eyes and take a few nice, long, deep breaths in and out. And that way those oils get to work. They go right into the limbic system. Specifically, they hit the amygdala, which is the center of emotions and feelings. And I need to calm some things down and also get some focus in the brain. And that's how these work. Then you can go ahead and rub on the back of your neck, the insides of your wrists. It works really well. And that way, as you're working, you're kind of continuing to smell this and being able to really focus on a task. So I love In Tune. I also like to diffuse spearmint. So that's another one to give yourself a single pointed focus. Try to stay away from multitasking. Multitasking throws us into all sorts of, stress, high stress situations, overwhelm, and we don't want to live there. So spearmint is a nice, just a little bit more calming. It stimulates you to focus, but it also builds your confidence to just focus on that one thing at a time, all right? So the third thing is engage your senses. So this is number 3. Engaging your senses, one really great tip is just get one houseplant. One houseplant. It could even be a succulent. So succulents are really popular now. They're all the rage. Put a succulent or a houseplant in your office, okay? So there's so many studies on this. I can't possibly cite them all, but I will tell you real quick that houseplants remove toxins from the air. It lowers the amount of dust that accumulates. So yay, I don't have to clean my office as often. And it releases oxygen and lowers stress. So these are really good reasons to have just one houseplant in your office. Another thing is a diffuser. So the diffusers, get a really good essential oil diffuser, one that's going to last. I only use the doTERRA diffusers. I don't have any others, so don't ask me about the others. I am not your girl for that. If you want to know about the doTERRA diffusers, I know all about them, and I've got some great recommendations based on the square footage of your office. Okay, so reach out to me. So depending on whether you want to feel more calm or whether you want to be more joy and uplifted, there are 2 different recipes for your diffuser I have, okay? So if you want to feel just uplifted and just engaged and feeling that way, then I'd recommend a few drops of Citrus Bliss. Okay, I love this. You guys are like, comment below if you love this. So many people use Citrus Bliss. It's got a lot of citrus oils, a little bit of vanilla, wonderful. And I combine it with spearmint. I already talked about spearmint, right? So a couple of drops of each of those in your diffuser for the day, right? If you are really in a high stress and you're just overwhelmed and you need to there's no way you can even work. You're trying to focus, you're trying to calm the stress, but you're not there, okay? So then you're going to use Serenity and Balance. So Serenity is this oil here. a few drops of that, and a few drops of balance. Love these two together. These usually go hand in hand. I love them together. You can certainly, they're great on their own, but I like to use them together. So that's how you're going to engage your senses. And the last thing to engage your senses is to move your body. When you take breaks, it could be just doing some jumping jacks or running in place, but it also could just be putting on some music and dancing it out. Whatever it is, go outside for a minute. Just move your body, do a little bit of stretching. That's really important to engage your senses, to be really focused and be able to be productive in your space, all right? Number 4 is get out of the dark. Try to have some natural lighting coming in your space. I've got 2 windows, one here, one here. I've got some nice natural lighting coming in. They're not huge windows, but they are windows, and I really appreciate them. If you have no windows, then try to bring some good lamps in, some good lighting that can give you a little bit of light. We don't want things in the dark. That's not really, really good for productivity. It's not good for your office space, all right? Number 5 is instill familiarity, okay? What I mean by that is we want it to be cozy and warm and homey, have a little bit of sense of it's not this sterile environment you're going into. It needs to be comfortable and homey, but really, you like working in this atmosphere. So a nice thing to do is when you're decorating, put a couple things that you just love. So you see a couple of these bags here. I love these. They remind me of trips I've taken, okay? So one of them is actually made by some women from Ghana, and the other one I got in Hawaii, actually on an incentive trip that I won. So I have those there, and they remind me of some really good special memories. So have some things that help you. There's 2 oils I want to tell you about here though. One of them I put on every morning, and that is the Rose Touch oil. So there's rose essential oil in here, which is so premium, just beautiful. And to purchase this rose oil on its own is quite expensive, but you can do it. It's over a couple $100, but you can get it in this touch roller with fractionated coconut oil. And I like it this way because I just roll it over my heart. It reminds me to be heart-centered as I go about my business day. And that's important to me because I always want to think about doing what's right. Always come back to my values, my ethics. And when I put this over my heart every morning, it's a ritual. It's like, yes, I'm going to remind myself to just be heart-centered. So I do that every day. Another great oil, and the last one we're going to talk about, is frankincense. Frankincense, a lot of people love. I don't care who you are, there's so many stories. A lot of men love the frankincense on the back of their neck. They love to smell it in. Gives them some peace and some clarity. It is emotionally balancing for you. So when in doubt, just get some frankincense and start using it. I love this. So I hope I gave you some really good tips. Again, put the comments, share what you got out of this, but also share what works for you because we are a community. So I'd love for you to subscribe and share. If you like content like this and you want to see more of it, subscribe to my channel. But I really also want you to think about other people in your life and share this video with them because there's others that are struggling right now trying to figure out how the heck to work from home. And it's not working. They're getting so many interruptions. They're frazzled. It's making them physically sick. So please share this video with them and just tell them, pick one thing, just one thing, and start to do that, and it will improve your home environment. So until next time, go out and have a great day. Bye for now.